Welcome to the third round of the South African Formula One Powerboat Championships. We're in the middle of coal country at the Witbank Dam with a race brought to you by the Ematlatleni local municipality. It's early in the season and we've already had some very interesting developments. Sonia Britt's Team Dixon battery has been released from her contract. The team opting to use her boat as a spare boat for the Shepherd brothers. Let's cross to the pits and go and talk to the pilots.
We're just finding a bit of a problem out there now. We've tried different propellers. The one propeller we got from overseas is doing better than the old existing propeller. But it's your compromise. It's out the corners, it's a bit dead, and then on the straight you get this faster line.
We've taken the power steering out. It's a lot harder to drive now. We've made adjustments with bungee cords and that. We've now got it under control, and yeah, it's also making the difference.
Practice is good. We're testing a couple of propellers to see which one is giving us better performance.
Yeah, we've bowed to the pressure from everyone else, and we've decided to try run the closed cockpit for this weekend. If it works, then we'll probably look at modifying or making a new one to fit properly on the boat.
Yeah, it looks like we've lost the fuel pump, and I don't know, I'm a bit disillusioned right now, but same situation happened last season at the same venue. We'll see what it's going. We're going to put a new fuel pump on now and we'll see how it goes.
Well, the first practice we went out, the boat felt good. We came back, we changed the prop now, but we bumped the gearbox when we took off the trailer, so we didn't damage it too badly, but the boat feels a lot quicker now with the prop that we've changed. I'm hoping to be in the front runners and really be up there this weekend.
First pilot up in qualifying was boat number 1, Paul Shepherd, in a very disappointing time of 53.62. Next up was his brother Robert Shepherd in boat number 2, and his teammate in a time of 53.50. Third up, the lady of the day, Alexander Jager, qualifying in 6th place on 53.56. She was followed by Domingo Duarte, who qualified in a credible 4th position on 53.20. Next up was Brett Stewart, who had a credible time of 53.09, putting him 3rd on the grid. He was followed by Timmy Featherstone Hall, the man of the season so far, and Timmy only managed to qualify in 48.87, putting him in pole position. But the man of the day, Bruce Repsold, 51.72, 2nd on the grid for the first time ever. Last but not least, Meiring van der Merwe, 56.47, putting him on the back of the grid.
A fantastic season it has been for Timmy Featherstone Hall as he qualifies in top position ahead of the surprise package, Bruce Repsold, Brett Stewart in 3rd. Another great qualifying round for Paul Shepherd, the defending champion, coming in 7th.
Our boat's going fast in a straight line. Looks like we found the problem now. It's in the decks. They've got a system with foam inside them, and every now and again you have to replace them. And this is breaking up and blocking all the filters. So, yeah, I mean, we were very confident to get the pole position.
I think it was the wrong prop selection and made 2 bad mistakes in the corner. But hey, it's racing. Sometimes it's good to start from the back or in the middle. It's a good challenge. But congratulations to the guys ahead of us, of me anyway, and see what happens in the race.
I'm not really happy with my time trials. It didn't go as I thought it would. But yeah, you know, the race only starts when the flags drop, and I like to start from the back of the grid and, you know, to improve.
I'm not that happy. On the right hand, I mucked it up twice. So I've got to learn the right hand a little bit better than what I do know it. I'm just hoping that in the race I get a good pull-off, that I'd like to be at least 2nd or 3rd in this event.
That's the first pole in a long time. It does the confidence a lot of good. Fortunately, Paul and them seem to have had a problem, but I mean, pole is pole. Now we just got to turn it into the race tomorrow and turn it into a victory.
Well, before Formula One racing, there we see South African champion Paul Shepherd and the rest of the F1 pilots on the side of the water getting the development boats ready for the first heat. And away they go. Obviously, these little guys, for the first time ever in a boat, they got trained for 2 weeks how to race. And, well, who knows, one of these guys could be a future F1 champion. Pulling away there in the front of the field, number 51. At the back, number 55. Battling a little bit, but 51 pulling away, and he'll take victory as he goes around the Renault Turnboy. Well, there was an early morning roll call and pilots briefing before racing got underway. Then it was over to Mayor Councillor Malati for the opening ceremony.
This is the sport associated with a perfect mixture of adrenaline, power, speed, technology, precision. With a lot of excitement, we are now ready in a moment to rock the dam.
And over to the start for the Heat 1. And away they go. Bruce Repsol gets away incredibly quickly. It looks like he was catapulted out there. He is at least 2 boats ahead of anybody as we go on board with Brett Stewart seeing behind him Domingo Duarte. And they go to the first turn, boy. But on the inside, it's Bruce Repsol. Unbelievable stuff from this man. As I said in the qualifier, he's a man to watch. And away he goes. Oh, and Timmy Featherston Hall getting outside assistance on the start line. But Brett Stewart once again as they go around the first turn, boy, it's Bruce Repsol pulling away from the rest of the field now. In second place behind him, it's Paul Shepherd in second place. He's not used to being there. Looks like his brother Robert behind him. It is, it's Robert Shepherd up into third place. Then the rest of the field jostling for positions in the spray behind him. Then there's a race further down the field. Domingo Duarte in the Mario's Marine in the silver and red boat. And next to him, Brett Stewart in the Stewart River Estates going wide on his outside. Coming on top of Robert Shepherd there is Domingo Duarte looking to overtake him. Domingo Duarte looking up the inside of Robert Shepherd. Robert Shepherd on the Dixon Premium Batteries goes wide and turns on the Dixon Premium Batteries. But oh, and over Domingo Duarte goes. Domingo Duarte flies over in the corner. And there we have it. Rescue racing to the scene. The first jet ski right there. The diver in the water. Concerned people from the sideline making sure that we can get that pilot out as quick as possible. And while a thumbs up from the rescue crew, the boat and Domingo Duarte in the front of the rescue boat, both A-OK.
No, well, I was chasing Brett very hard. I got past Brett. I lined Robert up on the inside. The closer we got to the buoy, the closer he got to the buoy, so I had to back out, went behind him, and I caught his wake, and I rolled behind him. I'm 100%. The boat's cowling's a little bit damaged, but I'm sure we're going to be ready for the next heat.
Well, it's back to the restart of Heat 1, and away they go. Bruce Repsol once again, very, very quick off the start line, and on the inside, closest to the camera, number 15, Mayring van der Merwe, also away very quickly on the inside in the Remax boat there, Alexander Yaga, boat number 4, also she's awesome off the start line, but you see there, Bruce Repsol starting where he left off, pulling away from the rest of the field to the whole shot turn buoy. There he goes, left on Dixon Premium Batteries turn buoy. Now down that long back straight, it looks like Paul Shepherd once again into second place. Well, in the background you can see Witbank, one of the fastest growing regions in South Africa, and of course Witbank, the power centre of South Africa. And talking about power, we go back to our race leader. It's Bruce Repsol still out in front with Paul Shepherd right up now. And behind him there, coming through the Remax boat, Timmy Featherston Hall with Robert Shepherd on the inside, on the outside, Alexander Yaga and Brett Stewart, all having a great tussle between them. There we have the yellow boat of Robert Shepherd coming close to that. Timmy Featherston Hall, boat number 11, got off the start line in the restart. But Bruce Repsol, what more can we say about this number 12? He's come to win here today, going past the Mario's Marine turn buoy, now down towards the outside. That's the Dixon Premium Batteries left-hander. The field now spreading out. There we have the number 1 Dixon Premium Batteries boat, Paul Shepherd, doing everything in his willpower to try and catch Bruce Repsol up front. He is, of course, the current South African champion, and he knows what it takes. He's now catching up, but goes very, very wide as they come left on the Mfuleni turn buoy. Down to the bottom right-hand side on the Remax left-hander, Brett Stewart getting... Oh, we've got a flip! That looks like Mayring van der Merwe has flipped his boat. Mayring van der Merwe's boat has disintegrated, and there he climbs out. He seems to be okay, but oh my goodness, a complete backflip, and that boat completely disintegrated. The pilot is okay as he tries to keep that boat from sinking. A close-up look at the boat sees it's totally disintegrated and looks beyond repair. Well, let's hear it from the pilot himself.
Didn't really feel it was that airborne. I still thought I had control of the boat. I was swimming down, keeping the foot flat. But obviously we got some water on the boat from a spray, and I think that just tipped it over.
You okay? No injuries?
I'm perfect. A bit of a headache, a bit of a bump on the head and the hand, but apart from that, I'm fine.
It was awesome. I never knew how easy it was to actually lead a race. You don't have to deal with other people's rough water. You don't have to deal with spray, as I was getting with the open cockpit. And, you know, it was great. It was actually quite lekker.
Unfortunately, I mean, my opinion, the first race, the start of it was not a legal start. We're busy sorting it out at the moment. They've disqualified me on the grounds of, on the second restart, well, on the first restart actually, that my dad opened the cowling and outside assistance, but we're going to hit them on another one because I know the rules and I'm going to play it according to the rule book.
Bruce Repsol coming in first in an incident-full Heat 1, ahead of the Shepherd brothers, who came in second and third.
Well, there we have Junior A coming off the start line very quickly. being led by Billy Besaidenout. Junior A, the second class of the juniors. They start off in Junior B. We'll see them a bit later. And this is the progression of Powerboat racing.
Billy Besaidenout leading the Junior A's overall.
Well, there we have the start of Junior B, the first progression after the development class. And this is where the youngsters get into the single hull boats. Number 1, Anton Price pulling away, but the man of the day, Juandre Engelbrecht.
It's extremely close in Junior B. Anton Price only has a 9-point gap.
Lunchtime entertainment provided by the Pit Specials, piloted in the lead there by Scully Levine. This control instrument team, one of the top acrobatic teams in South Africa today. Well, next up was the flat bottoms, and there we see the beast, as we got to name it. This is flat bottom boat racing. The open class, any motor goes, V8s, Formula 1s, 225cc's, you name it, they put it on the start line. Unbelievable. Most of these boats being used for ski racing. Nonetheless, they've come and put it on for us today for the first time in South Africa. And look how fast these boats go. Up front there is boat number 5. All these boats bouncing around in the water. Well, all these boats with a pilot and a crew member. The crew member normally watches the skier behind them. And it's long distance skier in excess of 120 kilometers. And well, yeah, you see these guys having an absolute blast. You're right here at Witbank Dam.
101 coming through.
Well, as I mentioned, the V8s, you got 130cc's all the way up to an open boat, which means any motor goes. You saw the beast, as we named it just now, an extremely fast boat. It's a V8 Ford, double turbocharged, and everything else that goes with it. Unbelievable what they put underneath these hoods. There comes the beast now. You can hear that V8 roar as it comes past us.
Looking at the results from the day's hard bottom class, Ati Trom picking up top honours in the open category, Ernst Topper and Lapis Labuskachny dominating the 225s, Anton Brits coming ahead of the pack in the 200s, with Piet Mostad and Irene leading the 130s.
Yes, it was a very good race. 2 out of 3, had some nice competition as well. A lot of boats for you today. Great to see the guys here and great racing in the Formula 1s. And yeah, it was a very good day. And just want to say thanks to my sponsors as well, AMT Plumbers, and very best for the fuel.
Never a dull moment in powerboat racing as one of the V8s catches the light. We catch up with the pilot.
It was my first race with my son, and I thought, okay, let's give it a shot, I got a 1,000 horsepower monster there, and I flattered actually. And coming past this straight line last buoy here before the control tower, I started to pump the accelerator pedal, and I felt there's no response. With 1,000 horsepower, you can feel it immediately. And I was trying to look at the gauges and everything, and as I looked to my right, and I saw, but Anthony, my observer, my son, is on fire. And I'm on fire, and the next moment he jumped, and because I'm on fire, I also jumped.
Coming up after the break, Heat 2 of the Emma Lasleni Formula 1 Powerboat Grand Prix. Welcome back to the start of Heat 2 of the Formula 1 Grand Prix. Alexander Yaga, Team Remax going in the water as we see one of the world's top rescue teams, that's the Renault rescue team, getting ready as they've been a very, very busy team today. There we go, the start of Heat 2, and Alexander Yaga, boat number 4, catapults away from the start. Looks like Timmy Featherstone Hall on her inside now. A little bit of controversy as he starts on the inside, not the back of the grid. And there we go on board with Brett Stewart, the green machine. Behind him there, Domingo Duarte managing to get his boat ready and back in the water on his outside, now onto the inside as they come up to the whole shot turn buoy. Brett Stewart goes around cleanly and getting the whole shot. Timmy Featherstone Hall takes the lead. Behind him, there's 4 pilots on the inside, Alexander Yaga. Then it's Paul Shepard on the outside, Domingo Duarte. Alexander Yaga now coming up there in second place. Very quick boat number 4. On the inside, she takes it. Oh, she crosses in front of Paul Shepard. That was unbelievable. Very close racing there. Now on the inside, Brett Stewart, number 6, tries to challenge Paul Shepard for that 3rd position. On board again with the green machine of Brett Stewart on the Stewart River Estates entry. You can see the speeds these boats get in the morning, clocked at 208 kilometers an hour on the straight. Well, there's our race leader now, number 11 on the Team Remax, Timmy Featherstone Hall pulling away from the rest of the field. Some of those large houses in the background, an awesome sight. Paul Shepherd there, boat number 1 in the spray of Alexander Yaga and challenging her on the outside. He's trying to get past on the outside, and he does. Paul Shepherd on the Dixon Premium Batteries team goes into second place. Alexander Yaga now in third place. She is an absolute machine on the water and in the top 3. But Paul Shepherd now has his work cut out for him as he's got his eyes set on the leader, Timmy Featherstone Hall, and trying to chase down and close the gap between first and second.
Pulling away from the rest field, but here comes Paul Shepherd on the Dixon Batteries entry.
Well, there you see Paul coming past now, Alzan. Brett Stewart there into 4th place. Behind him there, Bruce Repsold into 5th. Not as good as his first heat, nonetheless, he's right in there. Then comes Robert Shepherd with Domingo Duarte up behind him. And Domingo Duarte is out of the race. Domingo Duarte, after the crash in Heat 1, is out of the race in Heat 2. But you've got to feel for this gentleman who actually goes out and tries after a big crash. Our leader now with a huge lead over second place, Paul Shepherd. That's Timmy Featherstone Hall on Team Remax as he goes past the Mario's Marine Turnboy. Now going out towards the outside to the Dixon Premium Batteries left-hander. There it is. And now down that back straight. Absolutely flawless Timmy Featherstone Hall with a commanding lead over the rest of the field. We'll talk about commanding. Councillor Malachi commands her troops right here at Witbank as she is the mayor, getting her hands dirty, helping carrying stretchers earlier on. Unbelievable to watch this municipal crew from Emalachleni getting their hands involved as we see the ticket flag come out for Timmy Featherstone Hall. In second place there, Paul Shepherd on the Dixon Premium Batteries boat.
No errors from Timmy Featherstone Hall in Heat 2 as he finished ahead of Paul Shepherd, Alexander Yaga in 3rd.
We just can't get it to rev at top end. It gets to 8,000 and sticks there. Slow out the corners. So me being a big guy, I need to get power out of the corner and everything. And the rest of the field just leaves me behind. But I'll keep smiling. Next heat, I'll do better. And still early in the season, so there's quite a way to go.
Yeah, today has been a bit of an upside down. My starts are so bad. I've been, I think, in the first heat, second last of the start, and this heat was last of the start, and you just got to come from there. And it was difficult. I was catching Timmy. There's no doubt about that in the second heat. A couple of more laps, and it would have been a good race. Unfortunately, there was not that. There's been a bit of controversy today, but that's what racing is, and we'll see how it goes for this race.
We've got a relatively good start. Surprised to be on the inside on pole. Quite happy with the result. About 5 laps from the end, started backing off, saved the equipment. New Paul was catching, but kept the foot down and ended up with the win, which was great.
Well, the last stepping stone before becoming an F1 pilot is Formula 30, and this is the heart of competitiveness. These youngsters go and try to win at all costs. Out in front, Toki De Lange. Well, what a gentleman he is and a true competitor, with Clinton Snyman up into second place and Mohammed Khan, what a great day for him, into 3rd. There's our leader, Toki De Lange, in 1st place. In 3rd place for the day, Mohammed Khan.
Extremely tight racing in the F30 class. Martin De Lange coming in ahead of Clinton Snyman, but only by 5 points. Vanna van der Merwe is in 3rd place.
The boat went well, and I just want to thank my crew and everybody that's behind me, for my family, and yeah, thanks. All the sponsors.
Further entertainment supplied by the Remax skydiving team and a small contingency of inflatable boats. Well, there we have the boats getting on the water. Timmy Featherstone Hall, boat number 11, going to the start line for the start of Heat 3, and away they go. Well, once again, Bruce Repsold on board with him. Gets away very quickly, but on his inside, Paul Shepherd. What a fantastic start from Paul. He's had bad luck all day, and he gets a great start. There he is. On the inside, he's going to go and get the whole shot. It's Paul Shepherd, Bruce Repsold, Timmy Featherstone Hall, Robert Shepherd, Brett Stewart as they come past there. but Paul Shepherd gets the whole shot in boat number 1. Very, very tight as they get around the Dixon Premium Batteries turn, boy. But there you have Paul Shepherd now out in front. Timmy Featherstone Hall behind him. The Dixon Premium Batteries pilot, Paul Shepherd, coming into the first corner, followed by Timmy Featherstone Hall. Then comes Bruce Repsold as we go on board with Brett Stewart into the corner. Oh, and Alzondiaga's bashed into him. Alzondiaga catches Brett Stewart as the two rails of the boats touch. There's Alzon. Let's see if she's okay. She seems to be getting the motor going. And she's okay. She is an absolute tough competitor. Unbelievable, this lady. Looks behind her, gets going. Brett Stewart there battling to get back on the plane as he now gets the pedal to the metal. Well, Brett Stewart want to get back in after bumping with Alzondiaga as we go back with our race leader there. Look at that boat flying on the water. Paul Shepherd on the Dixon Premium Batteries boat out in the lead. He knows Timmy Featherstone Hall is behind him as he comes past in our picture there. Brett Stewart still trying to get around this circuit. There's Alzondiaga, boat number 4 in the Remax. She seems to be okay, and obviously shake off the leftovers of that crash. Brett Stewart now back to full throttle as we go on board with them, seeing that spray flying out behind that boat on the propeller. And Alzondiaga, as I said, her and Brett Stewart, after that early bumping of boats, coming together and still having a race for 5th and 6th. That's the competitiveness of these Formula 1 pilots. Oh, and Brett Stewart digs into the corner there. Little bit of oversteer, digs into the corner and gets that boat going again. Well, Brett Stewart getting his mind together now. And back onto the plane. And Domingo Duarte is out. Domingo Duarte coming back after the crash in the first heat and bows out. What a great competitor. Bruce Repsold up now. Bruce Repsold is flying and catching Timmy Featherstone Hall. There we have it, Bruce Repsold. Something wrong with Timmy Featherstone Hall because Bruce Repsold was catching him and he looks up on the outside. Bruce Repsold, unbelievable here today. Timmy Featherstone Hall fighting off that challenge now, trying to close that door as they come into the inside. And it's Bruce Repsold on the outside. Is flying. Look at Bruce Repsold on the outside. Timmy Featherstone Hall goes wide. He goes very wide, right in front of Bruce Repsold, opens the door, and Bruce Repsold now comes up to the inside. Timmy Featherstone Hall trying once again, but Bruce Repsold has the inside line. There we see it close up. Bruce Repsold up into second place. Unbelievable from this gentleman, looking for a new sponsor, and he gets it up the second side. Now he's up behind Paul Shepherd in first place. Paul Shepherd rounds the last turn, boy, and comes home to take the checkered flag.
Admirable effort there by Alzondiaga, racing through the pain to get much needed points. She came in 5th place, Paul Shepherd taking top honours.
Everyone's flipping and boats on fire, and even the development classes had a flip. And then I came down the back straight and I really thought I was looking for Alzon. Well, I thought I could see her, but it wasn't her. And I cut in front of her and she hit me, and she broke her leg, and she managed to finish the race with a broken leg, and I still couldn't pass her after that. So what an amazing...
Myself, Robert and Brett was all running together. We went for the Empoleni boy. I think we both turned simultaneously, the two of us, me and Brett, and we bumped into each other. And of the impact of the accident, I hurt my leg in the inside of the cockpit. My leg at that stage, it felt to me that it was broken. But yeah, I needed the points from 3rd position up until about the 6th position. We are 1-2 points apart, and I decided to finish the race with a lot of pain, but yeah, I managed to finish it. I've been booked off and I have to wear a brace for 6 weeks. I already spoke to Bro, Shana. He said it's fine, I can race with the brace, and I'm definitely going to race the Richards Bay race.
It wasn't the weekend we were hoping for. Unfortunately, as you can see, we've blown a motor on the last race. We were going with a good tussle in the last heat. First heat was a bit of a mess up for us points-wise, but it's still going to be close in the championship, but still lead it. My lead on Paul will be a little bit diminished, but Richards Bay is coming up. I've always performed well there, and I'm building a new motor for Richards, so we'll wait and see what comes out.
It's been rough. We're now starting to get used to the boat properly and starting to drive it properly. And we just look forward and see what happens for the next one.
When the boat started in 3rd heat, it was game on, and it was nowhere to be seen with anyone else. So that's where we are, and hope we go to the next race with the same boat and everything. And I'm very chuffed, and thank you for Dixon Batteries for putting all the effort in. We needed this win. It's our first win for the season, but it's been coming. But we've had a couple of bad runs this season, and yeah, it's going to hopefully go better from here.
With Paul Shepherd winning the day, this season is definitely turning out to be a lot closer than expected. He's only 1.5 points behind Timmy Featherstone Hall. Not a great day's racing for Mario's Marine. Their boats now lie in 7th and 9th overall.
We've had it all here this weekend. We've had some excellent racing. We've had some huge accidents. We've had some drivers getting hurt. We've had fires on boats. The series now moves down to Richards Bay end of November, and we'll catch up with you then.